So Mobbed, it's coming back. What can you tell me about the next batch of episodes?
The next batch of episodes of Mobbed are bigger and even more thrilling than the first. You know, I was intrigued and did the first because I was intrigued with the flash mob thing that was going on online, where people break into dance spontaneously in malls and food courts. So I thought, why not make a show where if you had a secret to share and change your life, that would change somebody's life, why not present those secrets in a flash mob? Like if you wanted to propose to a loved one, which is the one you saw, you know, wouldn't it be great for her to, number one, hear the proposal with all this musical dance, which is nice, but we didn't know, I like to push it to the edge, we didn't know whether she would say yes to get married instantaneously right there. As luck would have it, she said yes, and we ended up with an amazing, emotional, wonderful episode. But I kept to my, you know, to my thrill of pushing the envelope even farther. So I want bigger, I want more dangerous, I want more exciting, I want more emotional, and that's what we're going to deliver in the next 10. We have a woman who got pregnant and had a baby and didn't tell her mother. And the baby's now 6 years old, and now she's going to present this child to her mother and say, not only that you're a grandmother, this is your grandchild. We don't know how that's going to turn out with 1,000 people singing and dancing. Hopefully it turns out good. You know, and people giving ultimatums to loved ones and saying, either you give me a ring or I'm out of here, right now, right now. Or people meeting for the first time, being reunited with their father. They've never met their father. Or a father apologizing to a daughter for a rocky relationship that doesn't really exist now. Will that relationship continue? So you don't know how any one of them is going to end. They're all emotional, they're all scary, they're all huge productions, and it's just really exciting. And it all premieres on Fox November 23rd, right after the X Factor.
And how many of these have you shot?
10. Oh, we've shot 5. We're shooting 10.
So which one is your favorite so far?
The next one. Always the next one. You know, each story is so different, and we get real stories from the people, you know, who go to fox.com/mobbed, and they tell their stories, and you can't think of the stories or what it means to them. It's so different than scripted television, where you can write and create something. These are beyond what somebody could create because they're real. And that's what makes it great. And the next tape I get and the next tape I watch, I'm always sitting there going, oh my gosh. Number one, is this real? And if it is, and we check it out and we vet them and make sure it's real, then let's deliver this message. This is unbelievable. And each one of them is more unbelievable than the next.
Is there any kind of avenue that you haven't gone down yet? Like any kind of story that you'd like to explore for this?
Every avenue is an avenue we haven't gone down because it's their story. You know, whether it's an apology for, you know, something else, or a parent and a child, whether it's a family that has broken up and they want to try to get back together, you know, marriage, or whether it's you know, somebody coming out of the closet and revealing that to their family, or it's some, you know, there are so many stories in humanity that we can't, and I just want to continue exploring them. So I want people to continue submitting even after we do this 10, because hopefully, you know, everybody will be intrigued and there'll be a lot more than just 10.
Yeah, and one of the things that I seem to notice from the first episode we saw is that everyone was crying. Everyone I know who watched it cried.
Right.
So do you feel like it's upping the tears this year? Is there any episode?
Well, some are definitely, there's a lot of tears, a lot of emotion, a lot of happiness, a lot of romance. When you're dealing with people's real hearts and lives, it's so emotionally charged, and that's what we realized from the first one. Everyone has got its own emotional charge in it, you know, whether it's tears or whether you're squirming or whether you're scared or whether you're frightened or appalled, you know, we really push that emotional edge.
Yeah. If you could do a flash mob for any event, for yourself, what would it be?
If I could do a flash mob for myself?
For any event.
For any event? I'd like to do a flash mob where I was alone. I'm a germaphobe. So a perfect flash mob would be me in a room alone. And people dancing in other rooms, not anywhere near me.
Have a little glass container separating yourself from the rest.
Boy in the bubble. Flash mob would be great for me.